Today we'll be taking Adobe Premiere's transcribe feature and seeing if it can create accurate captions for the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Listen, everyone makes mistakes, but let's be honest, no one makes them like Sleepy Joe. If you listen to the mainstream media, they'll tell you exactly what Joe Biden meant to say, even if you didn't understand him. But what happens when we give AI this job? Will they create accurate captions for the president, or will they be like the rest of the population in the United States, not having a single clue what Joe Biden is saying? This is seeing if AI can understand Joe Biden. When the now president was campaigning in 2020, he held an event at New Hampshire and was taking some questions. One member in the crowd criticized his performance in the Iowa caucus, and this led to one of the best disses in modern politics.
Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
You know, come to think of it, they kind of missed out on this solid merch opportunity. Just picture people walking around with shirts that say "You're lying-faced dog pony soldier." Let's get back to it. Let's put this clip in Premiere. Now, if you don't know and you're a video editor, Premiere has this text tab now where you can generate captions. It's very useful. I highly suggest it when making TikToks. So let's go in and push some buttons. Number 1, I was a Democratic caucus. I've been to a caucus. No, you haven't. Your lying dog face pony shows where you said you are. But now you're got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. You know what? I'll give it to them. That's pretty close to what he said. But we're going to turn up the difficulty a little bit more because I really want to test the limits on this feature in Premiere. So moving on to another classic clip, we got to talk about the one, the only, Corn Pop.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
During this very infamous speech, Joe Biden talked about his hairy legs.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
This one, he's very clear on what he's saying. There's no really like translation you have to do. But I want to see how Premiere deals with Joe Biden's off the script moments. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn that turn blonde in the sun. And the kid used to come up and reach the pole and rub my leg down. So straighten that. Watch the hair come back up again. Okay, well, it seems like Premiere is handling Joe Biden pretty well so far. But let's truly test this feature in Premiere. I want to see how it transcribes words Joe Biden has said that no one can translate. During a Michigan speech with former President Obama during the 2020 campaign run, Joe Biden made a bold claim.
Donald Trump thinks healthcare is a privilege. Barack and I think it's a right for people to have bad health care.
Sorry, one more time.
Bad health care.
Bad calf care?
Bad health care.
Bad calf care. Oh, bad calf hair. Got it. Let's put this sucker in Premiere and see what comes out. Donald Trump thinks healthcare is a privilege. Barack and I think it's a right for people to have adequate care. Adequate. Oh no. Am I turning into Joe Biden? That wasn't all that bad. I mean, it took Joe Biden's gibberish and formed a decent sentence. We're not here to mess around anymore. We're here to truly test the waters with this feature. Joe Biden was making a speech yet again during his campaign run in 2020 in Pennsylvania. As people are hollering, cheering for Joe Biden, he said this.
I'll do what he's unable to do. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure, isolate, and punish China.
Trudenon shouted to pressure. Trudenon shouted to pressure. Say it with me, folks. Trudenon shouted to pressure. Let's see what Premiere thinks Joe Biden said. I'll do what he's unable to do. I'll elect an effective strategy to mobilize children to our savage oppressor. Isolated. Punish China. Mobilize children to our savage oppressor. Mr. President, is this what you actually said? And people cheered it on? I mean, that's the ultimate chess move right there. Joe Biden can just gaffe his way into getting what he wants, and people will cheer for it.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
All right, finally, guys, we have probably the hardest clip I can give Premiere. After nominating the new Supreme Court Justice, who is clearly not a biologist.
Not in this context, so I'm not a biologist.
The president gave a speech and made this unbelievable remark discussing the United States.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
Mr. President, that was more than one word, but we'll let it slide. It baffles me because where was he going with this? I mean, is there one word that can accurately describe the United States? I mean, he left us hanging here. But let's plug this into Premiere and let's see if it can give us a caption one more time after all the clips we gave it today. It's working really hard. So let's see, and America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. As the foot of the foot swimming in the foothills of the Himalayas with changing pink. Changing pink? Like the singer Pink? My favorite part of this is as the foot of the foot swimming in the foothills. If that doesn't describe America, I don't know what can.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the
In conclusion, I think we can all agree technology is a powerful tool, and AI can help us understand Biden a bit more in the future. But what will happen if we let AI take over the world? We let it take over jobs and factories, and will the human race cease to exist? Will we become the people in WALL-E who are just fat and lazy and just have big screens while AI does everything for us? Yeah, but the AI Biden memes are super funny.
Just listen to this verse, folks. They say that I'm good enough, grabbing my da-da-da. Think about shit that I shouldn't,
If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.